right now at 4.
What are you arresting me for, bro? I didn't do nothing, bro. Now you're fucking disorderly.
Newly released body cam footage shows a closer view of that chaotic scene at the Dominican Fest, leading to a slew of arrests. We'll show you that video. Plus, police say they found the dead body of a homeless man inside of Skyline Restaurant at Water Place in Providence yesterday. Why the owner of Skyline says that's not true. And Stop & Shop has closed its first underperforming store. We'll tell you where. ABC 6 News First at 4 starts right now.
This is Southern New England's trusted news source, ABC 6 News First at 4.
Our top story at 4 o'clock today. Police releasing the body cam footage from a chaotic scene at the Dominican Fest where several people were arrested. Thanks so much for joining us today at 4 o'clock. I'm Caitlin Gelhaus. You also may remember the video that was circulating all over social media showing one of the officers hitting a man several times in the stomach during the arrest. Here's Good Morning Providence anchor Cara Bailey with more.
We have an update for you right now on the controversial use of force during arrests made at the Dominican Festival earlier this month following our request for public records. Now, you may recall this video that circulated on social media showing a Providence police officer using physical force during an arrest at that festival on August 11th. Now, we are getting the first look from police's perspective in newly released body camera footage.
Everybody back up. Let's go.
According to Police Chief Oscar Perez, the Dominican Festival turned into a chaotic scene with people throwing bottles, obstructing officers' arrests, and yelling. Police were initially called to the area to break up the large crowds on Miller Avenue and Broad Street. As a result, police made 10 arrests throughout the night, including 27-year-old Adonis Placencio, who was allegedly in possession of a black satchel containing a gun. Police say they later found a 9mm gun inside. The body cam shows the moments just before Placencio was arrested, yelling at cops from a few feet away. Then Placencio walks away. That's when officers started to discuss the satchel and follow him. Police then followed Placencio across the road and made that arrest. Officers say Placencio was resisting. Police swarmed Placencio, and Chief Perez says the officer's main goal was to prevent him from shooting into that large crowd.
It's never pretty to use force, but sometimes we have to use force either to compel compliance or for self-defense.
Chief Perez says when Placencio was arrested, a crowd gathered around officers and allegedly started throwing bottles at them. One man in that crowd was 40-year-old Edward McLean, who was charged with disorderly conduct and simple assault. Police also arrested 25-year-old Denzel Rodriguez, 19-year-old Damian Reyes, 24-year-old Melissa Reynoso, and Frank Villagran. Chief Perez says none of the officers involved will be facing repercussions. Now, we have asked police for additional body camera footage from the officer seen hitting Placencio. When that request is fulfilled, we'll let you know on air and online. In the newsroom, I'm Cara Bailey, ABC 6.
Thank you, Cara. Now to an ABC 6 News follow-up at 4 o'clock. The owners of Skyline at Water Place issuing a public statement following the discovery of a body inside of the venue. The Moda and Ritchie families say the man found dead was an employee who had been suffering from health issues and passed away while checking in on the business, which has been closed for several weeks now. Their statement goes on to dispute a claim in the police report, which said that the unidentified man was homeless and had been sleeping there. Additionally, the families say in part, this person was a hard worker, a dedicated individual, and someone who loved his family. Most importantly, he was a friend. We are working directly with his family to make sure that his life is celebrated and that he can rest in peace. Our prayers are with them. All right, let's turn things over to the weather at 4 o'clock. Another beautiful sunny day in the Ocean State and a perfect day to play golf as well. This video is from Norton, Massachusetts, where ABC 6 News meteorologist Christina Schulhoop is covering the FM Championship. On the other side of your screen, you're seeing a live look over Providence. Wow, it is just gorgeous. Let's send things over to Chief Meteorologist Jeff Banson, who joins us here in the Weather Center. Jeff, it is just a stellar day out there.
Yeah, it is. I may or may not have been texting Christina about my jealousy of her assignment for the last couple of days. No, she's having a great time up there, sending us back some great stuff and enjoying every moment of it, as she should be, with the weather the way it has been. Now, big difference from yesterday to today. Yesterday, perhaps our last 90-degree day of the season. We'll talk a little bit of climatology coming up in a bit about that, but wow, looking out there today, these were the temperatures. When I saw you guys at 11 o'clock last night, these are the temperatures that we had for you then. And they have barely gone up above that today. 75 Kingstown, 74 Providence, 72 Smithfield. Lots of low to mid 70s across southeast Mass. But notice that little stripe of green as you get a little bit further east into Plymouth County and up towards parts of Norfolk County. That is indicating 60-degree temperatures, and that's because we have a sea breeze coming out of the northeast or east direction today. So it's our east-facing shoreline, the Cape, that have seen temperatures well below where they were yesterday. Not as big of a difference down in South County, but nonetheless, it's a cool day across the board. But this is the real big difference maker, too. Not only did we see temperatures dropping 15-plus degrees yesterday, we saw dew points dropping that much as well, now into the very comfy territory. This graphic right here says it all. A 10 to 15 degree dew point drop across southern New England, more glaring than anybody else on this map right here. So a beautiful rest of the evening. We'll see clear skies tonight, low 50s for your lows tomorrow morning as we wake up, and a lot of sunshine. We are going to talk about Labor Day weekend coming up. Starts off dry, but there will be a front coming through before we get to another nice stretch of weather next week. We'll see you in a bit. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. We will see you in a bit, Caitlin.
Yes, we are jealous of Christina. I am Caitlin. It's all good. Light jackets, definitely, with those 50 degrees. That's crazy. Now to some other local stories we're following for you on this Thursday afternoon. One person is in the hospital after a serious car rollover in Brockton today. Now, according to Brockton Fire Department, the rollover happened near Market Basket on Westgate Drive. A blood transfusion truck was on scene, and the victim was transported to a trauma unit nearby. No other details were released. A U.S. Navy sailor from California has admitted to a federal judge in Providence to stealing and reselling military gear. 52-year-old Richard Allen was stationed in Virginia when he and a group of personnel repeatedly broke into a Navy warehouse. Over $800,000 worth of uniform items and armor were taken and stashed away all across the country, including right here in Rhode Island. They were then sold to buyers around the world, including dozens of purchases from China. Allen will be sentenced in November. And a candlelight vigil will be held tonight for a 20-year-old who died in a motorcycle crash in Woonsocket on Saturday. Now, according to police, Joseph Rossi lost control of his bike on Truman Drive when he crashed. According to his family, Rossi would have been 21 years old next month. The vigil is happening at 7:30 at the North Smithfield Turf Field. Police ask that participants only bring battery-operated candles. And Stop & Shop has closed its first store as part of a major restructuring effort. Their location in Newton shut down at 3 o'clock this afternoon, with 7 more stores, including in Rainham, to close by this November. Overall, 32 underperforming locations are set to be shuttered through 2028. Other closing locations include the Stop & Shop on Commerce Way in Johnston and Pittman Street in Providence. The iconic Mr. Lemon is getting some special recognition tonight. Mayor Brett Smiley and other local officials will be speaking at the event. The couple behind Mr. Lemon, Joseph and Eileen Rayo, are being honored with a ceremonial street designation. Hawkins Street will now be called Mr. Lemon Place. The ceremony begins in about an hour, 5 o'clock tonight. And now to a focus on our schools at 4. Some college students moving into school in Providence today. It's that time of year. The Providence College class of 2028 moving into their dorms today, bringing more than 1,200 students from across nearly a dozen countries. All of this coming on the back of Providence College's largest freshman class of 2027. The class of 2028 comes in already having dealt with its fair share of obstacles, from the COVID-19 pandemic to issues with filling out this year's FAFSA forms. Now, regardless, students say they're looking forward to a brand new year. Meantime, as students across Rhode Island return to school, roads will be getting busier out there, and it's up to drivers to remain vigilant, and more foot traffic and bicyclists will be out there as well. Now, in the past few years, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reported more than 3,000 distracted driving deaths per year, and those numbers tend to rise during the school year. ABC 6 News spoke with the Providence Streets Coalition, who says self-enforcement streets are the best way to promote safety.
These are streets that allow drivers to obey the speed limit and keep pedestrians and cyclists safe through things like physical modifications to the road, bump outs to make crossing distances shorter, speed humps to slow speeds.
Now, he also says these safer roadways can be created through the city's Safe Streets for All grant, which awarded $27 million to Rhode Island to improve street safety and expand urban trail networks. That includes more than 3 miles of new urban trails in Providence. The first round of public hearings on the Safe Streets for All project is coming up in September. And happening this weekend, it is Thursday, so we're already thinking about it. The 43rd annual King Richard's Fair is set to open its gates to those looking for a trip back in time. Providence Now digital reporter TJ Albin was invited to the kingdom for a royal interview.
Hear ye, hear ye. The 43rd King Richard's Fair, the largest Renaissance fair in New England, is open for the season. And I'm here chatting with the King and Queen about the upcoming season delights.
It is the biggest festival in New England, the biggest Renaissance festival. And people have been coming here for 43 years. We see people all the time who says, oh, look at this picture of me when I was just a child. And it's really neat. It's really neat to see all of the people that keep coming back and creating new memories.
To have the title of longest and largest Renaissance festival, that's got to mean something for you as king of this grand stage.
Well, I think you're absolutely correct. It does mean so much to me, TJ. It means that we have a duty to each and every participant that comes through the gate, every patron that comes through the gate. We have a duty to bring the magic, to bring the music, to bring the comedy, to bring the laughs, to give them the opportunity to escape their reality.
I'm TJ Albin for Providence Now.
And still to come on ABC6 News, first at 4.
It is a gem out there, folks. Hope you're enjoying today. Big difference from yesterday, and I think more of the norm as we look forward here. Again, we're going to talk a little climatology coming up, plus an important check on your Labor Day weekend forecast.
Plus, Fisher-Price out with a recall. What the company says is wrong with its dumbbell toy. You're watching ABC6, Southern New England's trusted news source. We'll be right back.
Tonight, the Battleground Blitz now in full swing as the candidates prepare for the crucial ABC News presidential debate. In an election year like no other, watch World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have Rinvoq. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some Rinvoq patients felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days. Some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. And many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections and blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Heart attack, stroke, and GI tears occurred. People 50 and older with a heart disease risk factor have an increased risk of death. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Help heal your painful skin. Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Replacement by Pella is the right choice. We back our products and installation, unlike other window companies.
Pella has the highest quality windows that are tested to protect against extreme weather so they can handle my family and
help keep my home quiet. Yes, and they're backed by some of the best product and installation warranties.
Pella is the only thing in this house I don't have to worry about.
Save on replacement windows by Pella now. But hurry, our sale ends soon.
This Tuesday, the view's on the move into a new big season on ABC. And get this, moving into a fabulous new studio, too.
Y'all know we're moving, right?
New home?
Same hot topics.
See you soon
for an all-new season of The View.
Happening across New England. A busy bridge that connects Maine to New Hampshire is back open after a deadly officer-involved shooting. It happened this morning in Kittery, Maine. Now, according to police, a man killed a woman at a home in Troy, New Hampshire. then made his way to the bridge. Police say they tried to negotiate with the man for hours when he finally came out of his car with a gun. That's when police killed him and his body fell into the river. The body of an 8-year-old boy was also found in the man's car. Police say they didn't know there was a child inside during the standoff. Your Voice, Your Vote 2024. Both presidential candidates and their running mates are on the road this week, hitting key battleground states. Today, Republican Vice Presidential nominee
J.D. Vance fighting for an endorsement from the International Association of Firefighters.
President Trump and I are proud to be the most pro-worker Republican ticket.
All right, we're actually going to jump to our question of the day. That's a little bit more fun, right? Has your vote ever been affected by celebrity endorsements? No way, I don't care about their opinions, or yes, they're called influencers for a reason. You can cast your vote by heading to abc6.com/spotlight or scanning the QR code on your screen right now.
ABC6 weather brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
A very good afternoon, everybody. Again, beautiful day out there on this Thursday, on this Friday Eve, if you will. We've got a generally sunny sky out there right now. There's some clouds mixed around. A little bit of cloud cover being reported down in westerly right now. You guys have had a bit of trouble breaking out into a brighter sunny sky today. Although Block Island, you guys, I mean, not all that far away as the crow flies, reporting sunny conditions right now. We're going to take a look at what's going on and why there might be a little bit of disparity in cloud cover that today, but generally it's a mix of sun and clouds across the board. Now, I'm showing you this only to show you that we don't have a big difference between our temperature and what it feels like outside like we did yesterday. It was 90, feeling closer to 95 with the humidity, pretty much the same across the board right now. In fact, exactly the same in all of our reporting stations because the humidity is so much lower out there. 90 yesterday, our average last day of 90, believe it or not, is August 18th. So to have yesterday potentially be our last 90-degree day of the year, more likely than not that we're not going to be getting any of those sweltering days out there. Certainly not in the short term here. This is our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. This takes us September 4th through the 10th. So, the first, almost half of September. Overwhelming majority of our long-term projections have the western U.S. much warmer than normal and a nice cooling, especially across the central east, and that includes us here in southern New England. So we're going to, we're going to play this game pretty much. We'll have a big cool down behind a front like yesterday. We can slowly build those temperatures back a little bit, and then another front will come through, knock them right back down. And the more that happens, the more of these, crisp fall mornings that you're going to be getting in days where we only see temperatures in the 70s. So we've got, again, mostly sunny skies right now. We are having a little bit of trouble with these clouds right here. They've just cleared out. So it looks like Block Island, you guys probably were cloudier than not earlier this afternoon, but gone over to sunshine now. I think westerly will as well. And there's a reason why. You've got a big dome of high pressure to the north and east here, and that flow is keeping things nice and cool from Maine all the way down right onto our doorstep. But you get west of us, Connecticut, down towards Long Island and New York City, you're getting those clouds kind of building there. We do have a disturbance across the mid-Atlantic. It's not penetrating those areas I just mentioned with rain, just the clouds, but you go further south and west of that, you've just got these slow-moving training thunderstorms here. A lot of them getting those yellow boxes and indicating there are some strong thunderstorms in that location, a lot of heavy rain, and probably going to see maybe some flash flooding out of that, but not for us. At least no rain in the short term here. By the time we get to the second part of your Labor Day weekend, we will see a good chance of showers. Is it a complete throwaway day? I don't think so, but it is certainly by far the least nice of our holiday weekend days. So again, clouds thinning out from from east to west. So all of our locations go clear overnight. It's a beautiful night. That's going to allow good radiational cooling, and those temperatures drop all the way down to close to 50 degrees tomorrow morning. Again, not going to be surprised like when we had that last shot, I believe it was last week, where we saw 48, 49 in a couple of outlying areas during the morning hours. Gorgeous day tomorrow, sunshine for everybody, just maybe a few coastal clouds kind of building up from the south here. And those will be sticking around a little bit into Saturday morning. Saturday itself doesn't look like a terrible day. Sun and clouds, we'll call it partly sunny. There will be some showers, very minor shower activity starting to build to our west, but overwhelmingly I think this holds off until Saturday night and eventually on Sunday. This is a cold front that's going to come through. So ahead of that front, it does get a little warmer and a slight bit more humid. And then as this front comes through on Sunday, into Sunday night, and then Monday clears things out. We're going to get another great stretch of weather with lower humidity and cooler temperatures. So there's your Labor Day weekend forecast. Again, it's not all that bad. We're just going to watch for the showers Sunday. I'm hopeful that that front could possibly speed up a little bit and maybe salvage the second part of our Sunday, but certainly going to have to allow for showers at this point. Labor Day Monday, it looks fantastic. A lot of sunshine, back down into the 70s, and a lot of sun icons there. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are all looking sensational and a little bit like early fall.
Love that. Sensational. And I can't believe we're talking about Labor Day. I mean,
I know.
It just flies by every year.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right. Well, in consumer news at 4, thank you, Jeff. Fisher-Price is recalling a dumbbell toy because of a possible choking hazard to infants. This plastic dumbbell is part of the Baby Biceps gift set. The toy maker says gray caps on the ends of the dumbbell can come off. No injuries were reported yet. The toy is sold at several major retailers, including Walmart and Target. Consumers are urged to take the dumbbell toy away from children. Ford Motors is the latest American company to scale back on its diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. In a memo sent to employees, Ford says it will no longer participate in an annual survey for an LGBTQ advocacy group. It will also not use quotas for minority dealerships and suppliers. Ford CEO citing a changing environment related to political and social issues for the decision. This follows similar announcements from several other companies, including Lowe's earlier this week. Still to come on ABC6 News first at 4. A young cow is up for adoption in Boston after going missing for 2 months. How Moodini was able to stay hidden for so long.
For what's happening right here in Providence right now in southern New England.
For your city, your stories, all in one place. Switch to ABC6.
Getting you to the heart of every headline.
Helping you plan ahead with the most accurate and dependable local forecast.
Join the growing number switching to southern New England's most trusted news source. Switch to ABC6.
This is a test of the emergency alert system. The broadcasters of your area, in voluntary cooperation of federal, state, and local authorities, have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by official information, news, or instruction. WLNE Channel 6 serves the Providence, New Bedford area. This concludes this test of the emergency alert system.
Whoa, is this your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. Yesterday, I was at the Nissan end of summer sales event taking a test drive, and Laura says,
"We've got somewhere to be."
And off we went. We're having a blast. And she tells me it's recommended by Consumer Reports.
These Rogues are going fast.
I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Get a low $279 per month lease on Rogue, or get up to $2,500 total savings on remaining select 2024 Rogue Platinum trims.
Steve, we need to celebrate the couch potato in all of us.
Join us and be a couch potato too.
Wow, I'm a couch potato. Only at Modern Furniture in Fall River.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Heading into the city, or better yet, to the beach in the morning? Get an up-to-the-minute real-time traffic report. Watch Good Morning Providence, weekdays 5 to 7 a.m.
Well, MSPCA Angel is looking for someone to adopt a young cow that was rescued in Boston after being on the loose for months. Now, according to a spokesperson for MSPCA Angel at Nevins Farm, Moodini is a young steer that went missing on June 22nd. He stayed in hiding for about 2 months using the woods to hide, and just last week he was finally spotted. Rescue teams had to set up a temporary pen to keep him safe. Moodini is now at Nevins Farm in Methuen. Officials would like him to go to adopters who have previous cattle experience. And still to come on ABC6 News first at 4, Jeff is here with a final check on the forecast going into the holiday weekend.
Say so long to summer with up to 30% off during Raymore and Flanagan's Labor Day sale. We've slashed prices store-wide. Save hundreds on sofas, sectionals, dining sets, bedroom sets, and more. Get huge Labor Day savings on top mattress brands and enjoy free next-day mattress delivery and removal. Or enjoy now and pay later. Take advantage of financing and pay no interest for 72 months. Shop unbeatable Labor Day deals only while they last at Raymore and Flanagan.
Let's play Bob's Dare to Compare. Whoa. My Renegade Power Sectional versus my competition Similar Sectional. Take it away, Lou.
Show me 3 power reclining seats.
They both got them.
USB ports and a storage console.
Yup and yup.
Matching accent pillows at no extra charge.
Ooh, only Bob's has that. Now show that price. $24.99 versus $17.99. See how much you can save this Labor Day weekend when you dare to compare at a Bob's near you.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, 4...
You could get 1.99 financing on most 2024 Tundra hybrid and gas models, which could save you up to $4,400. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
MeTV, Providence, New Bedford.
Me?
Me.
Home to familiar characters.
We got to nip it!
And memorable entertainment.
Oh, I'll drink to that.
With more than 60 of the greatest TV series airing every week.
Boy, they don't make places like this anymore.
Watch MeTV, Providence, New Bedford on WLNE Channel 6.5. MeTV is
memorable entertainment.
Television.
AI, it may fascinate you or scare you, or if you're like me, it may do both. So let's take a breath and find out more about it. I've gathered some of our country's leading experts to answer all of our questions. You have invented something that's going to help us invent everything else.
Yeah.
It's happening faster than you guys thought.
Absolutely.
How are we even supposed to know what is real and what isn't? AI and the Future of Us, an Oprah Winfrey special, Thursday, September 12th on ABC and stream next day on Hulu.
Well, Jeff, 75 and sunny outside right now. You said tomorrow, sun too. People are getting excited for the holiday weekend. Is there anything else they should know? I mean, maybe some rain Sunday, right?
Yeah, that's what it's looking at right now. By the way, today and tomorrow are the days that people write songs about. 75 and sunny. You know, I can think there's sunny with a high of 75. Is that Reliant K? I may be dating myself here very well, but I mean, just not even the names of songs. How many people talk about those like perfect, stereotypical, prototypical weather days? Those are these, so enjoy them. Yeah, Saturday's not bad. Clouds probably increase later in the day. Sunday, your best chance of showers, certainly in the morning, if not a little bit later than that. But Monday, looking like a gem for Labor Day. And unfortunately, all the kiddos going back to school next week. You're going to have to look at those gorgeous days from inside, Caitlin.
All right, we're all getting back into our routines, right? And that's going to do it for ABC 6 News at 4. We'll be back with ABC 6 News at 5 coming up in 30 minutes.